Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Deadman challenge run. So I did a tiny bit of stuff off camera. I went through the dam and got all this cloth left over from the bring your blanket to work day that they had going on down there. So there was it must have been 5 or 6 good old blankets lying around down there. So we got all that. I kind of did it off camera because I was thinking that, well, you guys didn't have to sit through all that anyway. And I was going to do some more stuff off camera, and then I realized I'd get through doing all the stuff off camera, and then you would still have a day of watching me sit around do nothing anyway. So I thought I would bring you back. So we might end up doing some repairs, might end up doing some book reading. I might just end up talking a whole bunch of random things. So we are not going to be warm here. Can we get any wind shelter? A little bit. It's still minus 12. I was thinking of things to chop down or do outside, but yeah. Really think we're going to be in danger of cabin fever after all the bad weather days we've had. How much indoor time we've done. But I'm sure we can read that for an hour and see if it gets nicer outside. Now, obviously we're heavy from a bunch of stuff. I think we're just a little bit tired again. Oh yeah, we didn't do a heap of sleeping last night. Did that accidental dehydration sleep. But nice enough to even contemplate chopping anything down out here. Minus 9. What happens if I do that? Oh, just got there. Quick, get back inside. I nearly quit out of that a couple of times and it went fast and then it went slow again, so probably wasn't really worth the calories. Well, I guess we just take this opportunity to just sleep for 2 or 3 hours. Probably a bit of a waste during the day, really. We're just going to end up super tired during the night. I don't really want to go anywhere too far. Even going to the ravine just seems a bit silly, really. We have to still fight the wolf to get back in here every time, and all our stuff's here. So what can we do to occupy ourselves for a couple of days? Well, we've already looted the ravine quite a lot. I'm just checking out what this wolf is doing out here. So he's still there, having his own fun. A couple of days we might have a bow and we can probably shoot it. So we definitely need to chuck a couple of repairs into some clothes before all the daylight goes. Might just go inside now and maybe just try and throw a repair at the bedroll. Just trying to get a little tiny bit of outside time. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cloth in the dam. you want to tear down those blankets. And very good return. Very good return on investment, because you get 3 for like 15 minutes or something like that. Like that's decent in my book. Alright. We'll pick that water up, just in case we forget we've got some. Alright. Well, now we're down to 18 pieces of cloth. Alright. My superstition is I move in the world to change my dice roll. 4 pieces of cloth thrown at the bedroll. Come on, do we do it again? It has to happen at some point, it's just whether or not this is our day or not. We have thrown 6 pieces of cloth at that bedroll. Sunk cost fallacy. Now we're down to 14 pieces of cloth. Lucky number 8. Man, that is some pretty shocking dice rolls. What is going to be a better use of my repair time? See if we can reset the repair luck. Nope. So we have thrown away now almost half of our cloth, just on failed repairs. Didn't have any sewing book in here, did we? No sewing book. I tell ya, this game sometimes. If this was my Adalover run, that would just about break my heart. 11 pieces of cloth. Fine, bedroll. Don't you get dark on me. Finally. Right. Going outside, just see how bad it really is. We should get through that food pretty quick, don't we? Not bad in the wind shade, but... Alrighty. Doubt we have enough light left to read our book for an hour. Might be able to repair something quickly. Can harvest that in the dark. What does it take to repair? It takes a piece of cloth and a piece of leather, and it takes an hour and a half. So that won't be happening anytime soon. There's almost half a degree, I think, in repairing that. 30 minutes, let's see if we can get it done. Excellent. Up to a whole 11 degrees of warmth. Now that actually can go on the outside. Only help a little bit, but you know. Probably will try and chuck a repair into them in the morning. Cold, is it not? Alright, we might just do a little bit of firework outside. Just some water boiling. Might read a book by the fire. If we get it warm enough. Might have to go inside and grab some of our reclaimed. that on. Yeah, we'll do the whole 2 litres. I could drink some of that birch bark, but I'm hoping to do it maybe whilst getting the warmth benefit from it as well. Maybe while travelling. See how that works out. So let's quickly duck inside. To the dark. 92% cured. That'll be done before the morning. That'll be done 2.5 days ish. Alright, let's see if it let us read for an hour without blowing us an hour fire out. Should just get there on the big water as well. Hopefully that doesn't boil off. I think there's enough time. Still just sheltered. Maybe another half litre. Another half litre. See if we can get through this unscathed. Can't really do the reading. That'll boil off in that time. Nothing else to tear down there. Not that I would do it anyway, but what do they take? 2 hours for 12. Half a piece of deal. I don't think we want to do things like that. Well, we can. We can actually do things like sharpen our axe now. Aurora night. Lovely time to be outside. Not. That's a small piece. We'll probably get by on embers. No, not quite. Oh well. Took a chance. put it there so I don't think it's drinkable. Alright, so halfway through the night, I won't completely fill up on the food. 96% cured on that one. Cool. Alright, well. Sleep for our 7 hours. Pick up the bedroll. Now it's probably daylight enough for me to start making some arrows. But you wouldn't know it to be looking in here. Awesome. Cool. Still, once that maple is done, it's still going to take me half a day to build that bow. This will give us 3 starter arrows, which is good. That one will be done end of today, as will they, so we can make all the shafts off those. So that'll give us 9 more shafts. We've only got 8 arrowheads anyway, because that's all we made. 70%. 6 days. Yeah, still like 2 days, isn't it? These days are going so slow. Alright. Really going to be in for cabin fever unless we can find some good stuff to do outside. The weather is trash. Still minus 10 around here. Don't want to keep making outdoor fires for no useful reason. We will hit archery 1 if we finish this book off. Well, let's just go the whole hog. Well, archery 2, we'll be out of archery 1. I always get that numbering wrong. I always think the number you see is the number you're aiming for. Not quite. But if we built another arrow, we'd probably get there. Kind of lied to me. It implied we'd get there on the book. Maybe there's a random dice roll loss of learning factor, I'm not sure. Cooking is nearly 4. So we're already getting 15% more calories and lower cooking times. starting. Where's carcass harvesting? Meat times. Okay. Well, we still have. We now have 2 books in our inventory that are burning books. That one's also researched. We have an extra. I'll tell you what, like these, if we decided to do fishing, being slightly better at it, it's not a bad thing. It's not actually sunny enough, is it, to... No. Like I'd almost... tiny bit warmer, I'd read outside for an hour, but that's not very warm at all. If we could start that with a mag lens, I probably would as well. I'll probably just do something ridiculous like just sharpen for a few minutes. That sounds terrible. We were still warm enough. Towards the end of the day. Oh, just after the middle of the day. What am I talking about? I guess I was just hopeful it was towards the end of the day, because towards the end of the day is when this is done. There is not much to do in here. So apologies for this being a tad boring while I... tad boring while I just go in a holding pattern until I can get this bow. It's colder out here than it was before. There's only really another... We're going to have to leave tomorrow when we run out of food. So we still won't be quite there with the bow. Unless I actually do go try and get some more food. In the meantime, from the ravine, see if there's some more rabbits or something. What else can I meaningfully do? I can waste all my metal trying to repair this multiple times. Cool. So it's still a day and a half or whatever away from that. If the weather is okay, I'm tempted to actually go and see if the ravine has got some rabbit replenishment. Now the weather's caught up with us outside. We can't really run around in the ravine in this temperature anyway, so it's not like it's going to be super useful going there. might have to go tomorrow and waste a day during the day tomorrow if that's better weather. For now, can actually repair the ragged jeans. Well, they went up from 0.3 to 0.6, so that doesn't get very high. Neither does that. What was I looking at? 7 more pieces of cloth. Still not sunny at all. So again, apologies for this just being a little bit dull. See if we can repair those. Hour and a half. We'll use up a bunch of our daylight, bunch of our calories, our one piece of leather. Oh, look at that. 2-degree warmth work boots. We're now up to full 12 degrees. It's better than we were before. We're nearly tired again. Can we get one of these made before we start getting fatigue damage? We can. Can we get one arrow in? Ah, we didn't have our toolbox on us. Thought it would let us have one more screen to figure that out. Damn. Why don't we just have that on us for the moment in case? Alright, we have to sleep anyway. Saying, hey game, you know what? Having an aurora right now would actually be pretty handy for me. Sleep for 4 hours and see if we get one. Contemplating spending a bit of time out here boiling some water, but could probably still sleep through till the morning. We might get a sunshiny day to do that. I think cabin fever risk is going to hit us any minute now. Doesn't sound like a particularly nice day. But there is a chance of a too windy still. What about this one? so we'll cook off the bad water we had. Oh, that's right, I picked up an extra pot, I forgot about that. So you must remember to drop, or leave one of these pots on the fire maybe when it's done. Hour. That'll stay for an hour. Let's go make an arrow. I know I wanted to spend some time by the fire, but pretty sure I can make an arrow. That might blow out, it might not. Archery 2, without having fired an arrow or built a bow. Hey. If I it's too windy and I just put this crap on. How am I sheltered but the fire isn't? Oh yeah, let's eat some stuff too. Now, still too windy. Now we got a little bit of water off of it. Well, did our last piece of venison. Go inside, make another arrow. Alright, well let's try that again. Okay. Is this a nice enough day to go back to the ravine? Oh, hey, there's a stick. So yeah, it's not really my normal playstyle to sit here hanging around so much, but I really wish you're out doing a little bit more, covering a lot more ground, finding more things, but trying to be strategic about the resource use and getting things when we can. We'll go out of here and we're going to end up being quite hungry, I think, but I'm hoping is we could spend a day in the ravine cooking up a deer, getting fed there. While that's going on, I'm going to look through my inventory. The stuff that will come with versus stuff that will stay here. Probably bring that with. I think everything's going to come with. Might even bring another whetstone. That done. Another litre and a half on there. Had a piece of coal to get it to there. That'll be hold for a while. I'm going to try and make one more arrow in the time. How is that going? 88. 88. Those are cured as well now. So I have to actually make them anyway. These are offset, but I should be damn. Should be able to get an arrow done in that time, I think. It's meant to take an hour and a half, but I think when you got the tools it's only about an hour, so we'll find out if that fire is still going, I guess. Go ahead. Yeah. So that seems to be okay. Alright. Probably just drop that one. 20 minutes. That'll probably get by on efficiency and embers. Okay. So just thinking I've got... She got 7 of my 8 arrows made. Why don't we heat you up there? Hot. That's not what I wanted to do, because that would have been boiled. Guess we just add last stick to it. We're just going to go check out the ravine for some food, just to try and waste the extra part of this day, get some outside time. Hopefully we don't have an encounter with this wolf, either leaving or coming back. I think we'd normally be barked at by now if he was there. heavy stick. Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for more sticks. We'll be looking for more birch. We'll be looking for more rabbits. Go and sort the deer, because hopefully we can get to shoot one in a couple of days. Last time I came through here there was no rabbits in this little area. So I don't know if that means that their spawn just isn't a spawn on Deadman, or maybe it alternates. But yeah, they don't look like they're here. I think we bottomed out everything else here. We did search all these things, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yep. Just looking if there's anything sneaky up there. Okay, pretty sure we got every cattail there was. At different points we definitely bottomed out the birch bark, but I think we've got some more. I see at least 2 pieces. Pieces. I hear the deer somewhere, but I don't see him. Oh man, there's heaps of birch bark has come back. Magic question is there a rabbit down here for me? Doesn't look like the rabbits have respawned. There's a noise, but I'm pretty sure it's just my torch fluttering. Okay. Check this cave over here. Definitely check that guy. falling through the snow on that log wasn't fun when they broke that for a little bit. So yeah, we've already been this way a couple of times. Just hoping some rabbits have respawned. But also looking for some more birch bark. There's a rabbit. Hell yeah. Throw it that way and it still scared you. Man, you had one jumpy rabbit. Where are you, rabbit? There you are. I think they make an extra pitiful, cute don't kill me noise now that I couldn't hear before. Either that... Whoa. Hello, second rabbit. I don't know, has that always been there, that extra little noise? I mean, I bought some new headphones and maybe they have a little register that never used to show up before. I don't know. Alright, so that went out. Are we gonna get stuck in here tonight if we stop here? We need to warm up anyway. A little bit. Are we off? Only slightly longer with the hacksaw. That was the one we already did. We're just do I pull anything else off this rabbit? Oh, I still got to warm up a little bit anyway, so we will, but we'll leave it here. Do that one, and we'll leave it here. We're warm enough. At least go back to the other cave. It's like to be back at the other cave because we're kind of closer to the exit. Did I pick up all my rocks? Oh, I got two at least. when we come through the ravine in a couple more days, yeah, unless we actually do get that deer, we will have to hurry through. I always struggle actually finding my way over this lump. There we go. Come on. There we go. Get over it. There we go. Have an extra look for some rabbits. Down there. So yeah, if we weren't trying to fight the risk of cabin fever, I'd think about trying to sneak back into the dam carrying the meat that I am. But we'll just try and cook it up in this cave. Got plenty of sticks. A nice piece of birch bark here, just waiting for us. Alright, I left ourselves some water, jerry can. So let's drink that now. No, I don't think it was anything approaching sunny out there. No. Can't steal a mag lens fire. We also got plenty of matches as well. So I think we're still in danger of probably just running out of food before our bow is really doable. Might drop one of them to warm up anyway. 5 more serves of these we can make up. It's crazy. Which does make me think that I should actually drink that one right now, so I can be getting more condition recovery back. You know, just in case, you know, say we got attacked by a wolf and, you know, he took us right down, like, that might give us the buffer we need to survive it. So I'll probably just drop one of them as a potential warming. Another one. 10, 32. Well, I think of it. It's going to, where does that live? That lives in here. Refuel it. Drop that again. Here's some nasty weather coming in. I can't remember, but I think I left some some coal over in the other cave. Alrighty. I'll figure out whether I keep that fire going or not. Throw one piece of coal on it. Put on a leader. I'm just going to sleep for an hour. See what the weather does and the end of the day does, and figure out if we sneak back to the dam or try and stay here for the night. Or try and stay here a bit longer anyway. Just that cabin fever risk is the thing. You know, we'd have to let that fire go out. We'll maybe just... Which one of these did we... We already read an hour of that. We'll read an hour about fishing. See what happens with this temperature here. Yeah, that cabin fever risk battle is going to be a thing, so... Looks like we're above 100% now. We're in the well-fed bonus percentages, so that's pretty good. I don't think it will, but I'll see if it'll let me do one more hour of this. There we go. We'll sleep for another hour as this starts to roll in and see if we can creep ourselves a bit of temperature while that drops. Still reasonably warm in here. Well, probably going to try and sleep through the rest of the night in shifts, and I think this will be kind of the end of the episode. Yeah, I think we'll draw it here, and we'll pick it up the next episode when I might do the sleeping through the night off camera, and the next day we'll try and get back to the dam and see if we can finally build this bow yet. We can finally leave Mystery Lake behind us. Alright, I'll see you next time.